Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today we're going to be diving into the brand new eyeshadow palette from Nomad Cosmetics. This is the America's Parks palette, and let me show you what this beautiful color story looks like. You definitely have nature represented in this palette with the beautiful greens, which you guys know I'm very excited about, as I am excited about this yellow shade right here. All of the shades are named after America's parks, nature, and whatnot. So I am always excited to try Nomad Cosmetics. I love the whole travel theme and concept behind the brand and the makeup palettes that they release. So Felicia and Auntie are the founders of Nomad Cosmetics, and all of the places that they feature or represent in their palettes are actual places that they have visited and loved going to. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this palette. I have to be honest with you guys, I haven't really been to many of America's national parks. I think I've maybe been to one, and it was many years ago. Whenever I travel, it's usually during the summertime, and for me, the ideal vacation is a beach vacation, and I need to take time. I need to do one summer where I travel here in the US, because typically every time I travel, I leave the country just to go experience, you know, a beautiful beach and life somewhere else. But I think maybe next year I've got to look into maybe going glamping. I don't know about camping, but I think I can do glamping at one of these beautiful parks. I've never been to the Grand Canyon, so maybe that'll be on the bucket list for next year. Definitely one of these days, I'll make it out there. Definitely make it out there. And I really do love the cover art here on the palette, and then on the back you just have the name of the palette. And another reason why I like buying from Nomad Cosmetics is because they are a Dallas, Texas based brand, and being a South Texas girl myself, I always love to support Texas small business. So I can't wait to start creating two looks for you guys with this really cute palette. Let me just quickly give you guys some specifics on the palette. You do get a full-size mirror right here, and you can bend it all the way back. You are getting 15 different shades, a mixture of matte and shimmer shades, and this retails for $39 on the Nomad Cosmetics website. I do have two other Nomad Cosmetics palettes in my stash, and I love them. I have yet to be disappointed by the quality of these palettes. Typically, their shimmers are really, really awesome. I have already gone outdoors to swatch this palette in natural lighting, and I'm gonna say the majority of the shades, they swatched pretty well, with the exception of two. I kind of had to work a little bit to build them up, but I don't go by arm swatches. I go by how they're going to blend out on my eyes. But if you want to know which shades kind of gave me a little bit of trouble, it was this green shade right here and this purple shade at the top. Everything else, no issues swatching them or anything like that. This palette is in stock right now on the Nomad Cosmetics website, and I just want to quickly read you guys a couple facts that they have listed about this palette. Now again, you are getting 15 shades. It says there are 6 blooming mattes, 4 gleaming shimmers, 3 shimmer swirls, and 2 shifting metallics. It also says it has 4 times a finer pigment for a buttery soft feel, which I will say when I was swatching them, they do feel really, really soft. It's also infused with jojoba oil for smooth and long wearing color. It says that it's PETA certified for cruelty-free and vegan. It's free of parabens, phthalates, and mineral oil. No talc, no gluten. It's 100% plastic-free packaging and made with over 80% recycled cardboard. Not bad, guys. I love everything that I read. And one other important detail that I want to mention about this particular palette is the way Nomad Cosmetics is giving back to America's national parks. It says, we are proud to support the National Parks Foundation and be a member of their Champion Society donor group. Each America's Parks palette benefits the parkland and wildlife protection efforts. So I think that's fantastic that not only have they designed a palette based off of their travels and places they love to visit, they're also giving back to what the palette is representing. So great job, Nomad Cosmetics, Felicia and Auntie. Looks like you have a beautiful palette on your hands, but let's see how she's gonna perform on these green eyes over here. If y'all wanna see the new Nomad Cosmetics America's Parks palette in action, keep on watching. Going in with the shade Old Faithful and a BK Beauty 206, and I'm going to be packing that on the crease and also working it outwards. Taking the shade Cuyahoga Valley with my finger, and I'm going to be applying that to the eyelid. Same shade, but on a damp Morphe 205, and I'm just working that on the lid. The shade Half Dome on a BK Beauty 204, and I'm running that along the lower lash line. Going back in with Cuyahoga Valley on that same damp Morphe M205 on the inner corner. Going in with the shade The Narrows on my finger, and I'm applying that to the center of the eyelid. Going in with Everglades on a BK Beauty 206, and I'm just going to start working that in the crease. I'm going to be doing a packing / blending motion, and I'm really going to bring it outwards. Taking Blue Ridge Parkway on a BK Beauty 205, and I'm going to be working that on the outer corner. The shade Mammoth Cave on a damp Morphe M205, and I'm applying that to the center of the lid. Same damp brush, now with the shade Ho Rainforest to the inner corner and the lid. The shade Giant Redwoods with a BK Beauty 204 to the outer and center portion of the lower lash line. Going back in with Ho Rainforest on the inner portion of the lower lash line. Alright guys, so these are the two looks I created using the brand new Nomad Cosmetics America's Parks palette, and I am loving them. You guys know I definitely like green, and I really wanted to use this yellow shade for the first look, which is this one right here. Then I went next door and I used this beautiful shimmer shade, and then I went down here and used this dark brown on the lower lash line. And once I completed the lower lash line, I felt like maybe this look is missing a little bit something extra, so I decided to go into this shade right here to kind of tie in the top and bottom shades together, and that was perfect. It gave it a nice little reddish pinkish sparkle to it that complements the brown on the lower lash line. And for the eyeliner, I went in with one of the gel liners from Lethal Cosmetics. These are fantastic, and this one is in the shade Hurts. And then I also used two liners from the ColourPop and Raw Beauty Kristi collaboration. I used the yellow one on this eye and the brown one on this eye. Don't know if these are still available, but if they are, I will have them linked in the description box. And the mascara I am wearing on both the lashes is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. Really do love this one. This one really does lengthen, like it truly is sky high. For this eye, of course, we went green, and I started off with this light green and worked into the dark green. You guys probably thought that I was going to go straight into the shimmer right after using those two matte green shades, but no, I wanted to use this other shade right here. And then I used this green shade for the inner corner. For the lower lash line, I only did half with this red shade, and then the other half I did with the green shimmer shade. And then the same thing for the eyeliner on this lower waterline. I used the LA Girl Shockwave in the shade Gotcha on the inner half, and then on the outer half, I used the ColourPop and Raw Beauty Kristi collaboration just to kind of, you know, tie everything together. And then I used a little bit of Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid eyeliner on the top, and that's how I got these looks. Really happy with the performance. I didn't get any fallout from the matte shades, but I did get a little bit from the shimmer shades, even though I did spray my brush. So that's something just to be mindful of. Maybe you want to set a little bit of extra setting powder down. That way you can wipe it away really easily, but it's nothing that stained my under eye area or lingered. I was able to wipe it away fairly easily. I love the color story. I feel like though maybe this might be missing a blue. I was kind of looking for a blue, and the only blue in here was this shade right here. It's kind of like a teal, and it's a shimmer shade. I would have liked to have seen a blue shade, maybe like a matte blue, since that represents water, and there's definitely a lot of water in some of these national parks. Other than that though, guys, I think it's a really pretty color story. You definitely have a nice mixture of mattes and shimmers, although I do believe you definitely have more shimmer shades than you do matte shades. So I'm going to be really anxious to play with this palette again. Oh, one last thing. There was a little bit of kick up in the pan with all of the shades. I kind of noticed it more so with the matte shades though, but again, that doesn't bother me. But if it bothers you, now you know to expect a little bit. But overall, guys, I think it is a well thought out eyeshadow palette. Same great Nomad Cosmetics quality that I am used to. This is my third eyeshadow palette from them, and I can't wait to purchase more. I love it. I love the cover art. I think it is so pretty, and who is not ready for vacation? I hope all of you get to take a little road trip or full-on vacation this summer or sometime this year. We all need it. We all need it after last year, guys. Everybody deserves a vacation, and I think I am going to be bringing this palette along on my vacation. What do you guys think? All right, guys, so now it's time for me to hear from you. What did you think of the two looks? Which look was your favorite? Are you team yellow or team green? Definitely leave me a comment down below. Leave me a heart emoji, either a yellow heart or a green heart, or leave them both if you liked both looks. As usual, guys, the rest of the makeup that I have going on will be linked in the description box down below, and some of those links might be affiliate links. So if you do end up purchasing, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.